If we can also put a link to the trailer in the Emberville command, please, and clean that up just a little bit, that'd be great. The only links we need in the Emberville command right now are the wish list and the new trailer. That'd be awesome. Thank you. All right, one sec, chat. Tainted Grail, perfect. Okay. All right, Sir Chris says that trailer needs to be added to the Steam page. So right now, the trailer is an IGN exclusive. That was part of the whole like blasting it on IGN thing. So we will be at the if you look at the Emberville Steam page, Cygnus Cross, Bryn especially, has been completely reinvigorating that page. So the Steam page is now totally different. It's got like all new stuff on it. It's been updated up to this trailer's point and everything. So yeah, it's looking a lot better. Okay. I think we just finished this area. Let's go back out. Where's the Steam page link? It's in the Emberville command. Yeah, but the Emberville command is being changed right now. We're paring it down to like, let's let the only two links in the Emberville command should be the new trailer YouTube and the Steam page. Keep it simple. How long is it going to be in EA? We're expecting at least 2 years. But that may change. But at least 2 years. The foundation is going to be in an EA, and then it's just adding in the biomes, the characters, the events, the voice. You know, it's going to be making a lot of the rest of the content. Yeah. But it'll be ready when it's ready. The Forked Path. I should bring the matron's insignia to Angsvar. Let's do that. Can I just launch that icon in the top left? I'm sorry. Not right now. Not yet. Not yet. Soon, TM. Hi. I found your matron. She's dead.
With our luck, it couldn't have ended any other way. But the totem, was it with her? If so, we can at least name her successor.
That honkin' though. What Emberville is? What engine is Emberville in? Unity. It's in Unity. Yeah, it was in development far before the far before the Unity debacle. So we just stayed on it. Yep. Yes, here it is.
Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us?
Oh, we're putting the trail on the Steam page as soon as we can.
Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after a night that refused to end. But this isn't the end of our misfortunes. Elspet, the girl chosen to be the next matron, took her own life today. Threw herself onto the rocks.
Why would she do that?
Hard to say. It's been a dark time for all of us.
We read her journal, so we know why.
But maybe she had her own burdens. Ones we never saw. Shame she chose such a dishonor. Shame she did it.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, it should be Echoes of Elysium this afternoon. Echoes of Elysium is we're doing a sponsored stream for it this afternoon. And it's basically, it looks like one of the first survival airship games that may actually make it. I hate saying that, but there's been so many survival games that have tried the whole like survival plus buildable airship. I've probably played like 3 of them, and none of them have really like clicked. They've all had some kind of issue. But Echoes of Elysium, and one of the reasons I accepted the sponsorship is because it looks like it may have something special going. The only other one that I'm kind of have my eye on is one called Aloft, which is also looking good. But I haven't really. I'm waiting for that one as well. But it looks good. So we're gonna take a look at it today and see like the status of it and see how it's looking and how it's going. So that's gonna be at 1 p.m. today. The embargo lifts at 1, so we're gonna do it right when we can. Are you sure no one had a hand in this?
Certain. She was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her death. And I refuse to believe that any Volker would kill their own kin. Especially not a matron-to-be.
Yeah, Dr. Snooze. This actually is huge. I don't think I've ever said this on stream, but that super helps.
At CohhCarnage and a chat hit share and then copy on the trailer link helps the algorithm gods.
If you share directly from the YouTube video and like copy paste that to your friends and communities and stuff, it tracks those links and how many times people click the share link and share it. And that all adds into the blast. So big thank you to those that are like pushing that around. It's massive. This is the biggest push we've ever made with Emberville. So Yeah, big thank you, guys. Big thank you. Just and Dr. Snoo says, even if you don't share the link, just copying it helps. That's true. All that's tracked. So, yep. Thank you. What now?
We need a matron, and if she won't name one, I'll have to do it myself. It goes against tradition, but I don't have a choice. Maybe you should check Elspet's hut.
Okay.
See if she left any notes or hints about who should follow her.
Now, we did this before, but I think we reloaded to do the event in the cave. Let's take a look at this. Hey, perfect, Suzu. Thank you so much. One second, guys. Great. I'm sorry, I've received over 15 DMs in the last 7.5 minutes. Like, things are kind of exploding over here. Wow. Yeah, Cygnus says, please go watch on IGN also. Yep, that also helps big time. So we're going to go up here, and what we're going to learn about in these journals, I'll kind of paraphrase it since we read these last time. Basically, the rite of becoming a matron is when you drink a potion that drives you insane for the rest of your life. You basically just become this, like, berserker, bloodlust-filled person, and your entire life becomes managing the horrible symptoms of that. So this lady, the one that was supposed to become the matron, she realized she wouldn't be able to endure it, and she killed herself. So that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate. And this is her...
What are you doing here?
Her
Haven't
roommate?
you done enough? You're the reason Elspet is dead now. If you hadn't pried into Volca business, she'd still be here.
Emberville looks awesome, says Prestige. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Is Emberville going to get a GOG release? We're going to get it everywhere we can. Yeah. What are you talking about?
You brought back the matron's totem. We hoped it would stay lost forever. But now the doors are open again and Elspet's worst fears have come true.
Elspet didn't want to be the matron?
No. Frigg had chosen Elspet's mother as her successor, but then Frigg disappeared and Elspet's mother fell ill. Everyone feared that even if the totem was found, we'd be left without a matron. On her deathbed, Elspet's mother named Elspet as her successor. She never wanted it. But you don't refuse your dying mother, do you? We thought the tribe would eventually move on, find new ways to worship Mather, and leave this madness behind. But then you showed up.
Couldn't Elspet just refuse to become the matron?
And bring down the wrath of the entire tribe on us both? After everything that's happened in Volca, do you really think they'd calmly accept her saying no? They wouldn't care about our plans for the future. Plans that don't involve Elspet being stuck in the temple forever. To them, it's an honour. This entire tribe is worthless. They all see themselves as Mather's chosen, yet they act like sheep who can't survive without a herding dog.
What was Elspet so afraid of?
You don't know? They didn't tell you? Being the matron is torment. It only ends in death. When a matron undergoes initiation, it's said she becomes a living vessel for Mather's wrath. It's like drinking that cursed potion. Your veins burn and your mind screams for blood. Our matrons spend their days isolated, barely holding back the berserker madness that threatens to consume them. They rely on calming herbs, meditation, whatever they can, but they need an iron will to endure. Elspet wasn't like that. She wore her heart on her sleeve. She loved people. She loved the mountains. She wasn't meant to spend her days alone in a dark room, hovering on the brink of madness.
Why didn't you guys just run?
I wanted to. I would have become nameless and lived among the non-reader, anything to stay together. But Elspet, she couldn't. She said she couldn't break the promise she made to her mother. And what about her promises to me? How would they any different?
Berserker equals drugs?
A broken
Yeah,
word
pretty much.
is a broken word, whether it's to
Thank
me,
you,
to
Tickeneer.
you, or to Mather herself. She didn't want to live without honour. But she died without it anyway. And I couldn't stop her. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, last thing I'll say about this. I know it's a lot these days or today. It's such a big day. Tia Kinnear,
R Gaming seems to not have it yet, so I shared the trailer there.
dude. Anywhere you guys can think to share this trailer, the next few days particularly are going to be huge because there's certain systems in place to where if any of this like gets popular enough, then it gets put in different categories. So anywhere you send this, the more views on that IGN trailer, the more views on the YouTube. Like it's the next 72 hours are huge. So we really appreciate anywhere that you send it and anywhere you post it. So thank you guys for it. What trailer are we talking about? The new Emberville trailer. I'm not going to play it again, but it's cohh.tv/EVIGN if you're familiar, and it's in the Emberville trailer there. So yeah, it's a very big thing right now. Yep.
Yeah, me too. Now you see why we don't like outsiders prying into our business. Here, Elspet left this letter for you. I found it among her things. She must have written it when word got out that you were looking for Frigg.
Yeah, this is the note we read earlier that unfortunately, God, look how badass we look. Not many games I feel like your character can look like this and still have it be like actually useful and good. I love it, dude. Okay, so again, that letter basically says that she's just way too she's sad about it. Yeah. About doing the whole thing. Dude, people keep linking me the IGN thing. I don't see. Oh, there it is, finally. Cool. Nice. There it is. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go. Find it. Is it on IGN? Yeah, dude. No, it's like, it's crazy. If you go to IGN.com, the main page, there's my game. There it is on the very front, which is, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, it's very, this is a very surreal day for me as somebody who has tried this multiple times in the past. And now we're finally here, and it's just like, oh my lord! It's kind of a little bit of a dream state for me today. It's pretty wild, man. Yeah, we're right next to Resident Evil Requiem. I know, like that's that's blowing my mind. Yeah. Elspet had some very harsh things to say about being a matron. Go see for yourself. Hold on, let's save it first. Cohh, haven't you had a dream to make a game since around 2017? Dude, I've been trying to make a game since, yeah, I mean, earlier than that. Like, I came up with a game, worked on it for years, and then we had a successful Kickstarter, and I thought I had the team picked out to make it, and it turned out the game I had was just way too much for the team, and that game did not make it. In fact, they did not make it far at all, unfortunately. It's very frustrating. And then just a couple years later, a big producer at the time named John Smedley invited me to be part of a project called Hero Song. The game to this day would have been so amazing. It was basically a combination of RimWorld and Ultima Online. It was such a phenomenal concept. And like to this day, still nothing like it. And I worked on it with Patrick Rothfuss. And I was like, when I went in going like, I'm with big names now. You know, Einon Zur was the guy making the music for it. So I was like, this is going to be great. There's no way this is going to fail. And then like after working on it for a while, it went into pre-order. And then me and freaking Patrick Rothfuss go to a meeting and John is just like, so it turns out that we didn't have enough pre-orders. So we're going to have to shut the whole project down. And me and Patrick were like, what? Because we did not know at that point that it was the project was dependent on the sales. So that was that one hit hard because that one actually got me out of game dev for a while because like I tried it on my own. The team I did just didn't work out. Then I was like, let me go find an actual bunch of big names in the industry. That fell apart too. So I just kind of tuned out of game dev for a few years and then started kind of warming up to again. And about 3 years ago, funny enough, right about the time I was putting out feelers about doing game dev again, because I finally had enough resources myself to make it work. Like I have enough to do it. Like I don't need to ask other people for money. I can do it myself. So I started reaching out and looking for more people. And that's right about the time that Bryn from Cygnus Cross found me. And so that was about 3 years ago. So we have been under heavy development now for about 3 years. And it's been awesome. It's been awesome. And a big part of me joining the team was basically being given, in some ways, like creative control over some of the major features that are the game's based on now. So it was awesome. Even though I didn't come up with Emberville, they really let me make it something that I'm very proud to say is like awesome. So yeah, it was super cool of them. And I am so excited for this game. I can't wait to play this game. Nothing else like Emberville in the market right now. And I'm so excited to play this game. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. That's kind of where we are right now. Boop.
Dead by her own hand, rather than serve as mate.
What game is this? Tainted Grail.
How could she
Game's
do
great.
this? We needed her. The tribe needed her. And now what are we supposed to do? The tribe cannot survive without a matron, but I cannot force anyone to take the mantle. We've seen what can happen. Find us a matron stranger. Someone willing. Someone with strength. I can't ask them myself. They will obey. Find us a matron stranger, and I will attend the moot. That's
Find
promise
us a
of the
matron.
Valkyr.
About the new matron for your tribe.
Yes.
Oh, we have to pick someone. Okay. We're gonna have to look around for this. So have you actually play tested the game? Oh, dude, I'm fundamentally involved with all of the development of Emberville. Actually multiple times, many weeks, we meet and I'm basically given everything that's been done, which we planned the week before or the couple weeks before, and then we plan what we're going to work on next. So the stuff that I'm directly influencing, all of the major mechanics, the way the major mechanics work, the way they work together, the QOL, the actual gameplay, the feel of the game, all that stuff I am hands-on with. I am not hands-on with the villagers, the story, the characters, and the lore. And the reason for that is because I'm going to see all that for the first time with you. A part of me joining this dev team was that I wanted parts of the game I'm making to not be exposed to me in the dev process so I could also stream my game. So I'm fundamentally making sure the game is awesome and fun and good to play and filled with good mechanics, filled with good QOL and all that stuff. But all the other stuff I'm going to be seeing with you guys for the first time. And I'll probably see, I'll probably do the early access patches. We're going to do a full EA playthrough. Like, I'm not going to wait for 1.0 for this. But I am going to see all that stuff for the first time on stream. And what's going to be nice about that is I'm going to see it all for the first time on stream during the EA process. And if there's anything that I'm really against or don't like, we'll change it before 1.0. So it's a super awesome situation that honestly could not exist in many other formats. Like, it's pretty awesome. Am I still doing A16Z? Oh, not too much anymore. No, I just don't have time. I'm working on too many personal projects these days to do investing. So I do have a lot of I still meet a lot with the teams I've invested in. I'm still doing like active, advising and stuff with them. But I'm not currently looking for new projects to invest in. Nope. Unfortunately, as people will tell you that do this, investing in one project means you've probably taken the time to go through anywhere between 10 and 30 plus. So especially these days, it's not a quick process. Like, to do it the best you can, it takes a lot of time. You meet with a lot of teams, and to put it bluntly, most of them you're not going to invest in. So I had a lot of time to do that a couple years ago, and I did. I mean, I took basically half a year and met with like almost 100 teams. invested in a lot of them. But I just don't have time for that these days. Not right now. Not with Emberville and not with some of the other things going on. Not right now. All right, so we're going to wait on this because I want to go around the world and see if we can meet some other people and potentially have some more options for this. All right, let's kind of head over to... Actually, let's go back here. Corrupt Kiwi.
Started playing Arc Raiders because of watching your streams. Now over 100 hours in and still loving it. Long live the Lucky Duck runs. Enjoying the stream in Perth, Australia.
Absolutely love it, dude. I was playing Arc last night. I had a great time. It was awesome. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Big ups to Australia. Thanks, man. Lord Macduff.
With Twitch Prime. Hey Cohh.
Hey, buddy.
Been watching you for 10 plus years and you're still the most positive and professional streamer to ever stream.
Thanks, man.
And from one dad to another, I love how you prioritize your family. Praying you have many more years of success.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I too hope things keep going well. It's been pretty great. So thanks. I thought EA was coming this summer for Emberville, but it's the full game. When does EA drop? Oh, no. EA is summer. EA is summer. Yes. Summer 2026 for early access. We're expecting a 2+ year road to 1.0. That is the plan right now. Yep. And we're going to do the Core Keeper, Terraria, V-Rising, Baldur's Gate style of early access, where the game will start probably at 0.5, and then 0.6 will be a major headline update with a title and like a new biomes and villagers. 0.7 will be a probably new biome, new villagers, new weapon types, you know. So we're going to have big updates and nice big chunks on the way to 1.0. That should, you know, really work out well. We've seen this in other situations and it's worked out fantastically, so we're doing the same. What about co-op? Co-op we're hoping for in 1.0. No, we will have co-op in 1.0, but we're not sure at what point during EA co-op will come. EA will not have co-op at the beginning. That we are being upfront with. But we are planning on using a seed-based server-style co-op experience. So most of the progression and stuff will be based on the world, and then other players will be able to join your world, kind of like Terraria. And yeah. And then of course each world is basically, it's seed-based. So, you know, if you play on a different world, it's going to be their entire world map and how that's done, and even what RNG encounters they have are going to be potentially different than yours. Yep. It's going to be good. Kind of like No Rest for the Wicked. Yes, No Rest for the Wicked. Well, no Rest for the Wicked just implemented that too, but they don't really, I don't think their world has any procedural elements, so everyone has the exact same world and everything. But it's a similar server architecture. Yeah. Speaking of which. Yeah, buddy. got my No Rest for the Wicked sweatshirt on, dude. I'm so excited for that game. Last patch was excellent. Excellent. And yeah, I can't wait for more. This cat is just laying on my keyboards. I'm really hoping that the stream just doesn't die here in a little bit. Ow. Ew. Man, how do we get these guys? There we go. Dude, are you canceling my attacks, cat? What are you I think my cat's messing with my combat. Alright, dude. I'm sorry. You're so cute, but this is not working. Oh, there you go. Oh, you want to go down? Okay, that's fine. Go down. Boop. Could you remind us how many actors from your channel who are doing sound bites who are in Emberville? I think it's different from the last time I said that. So, no. We're gonna keep that to ourselves. Yeah. More than a few. About tree fitty. We'll go with that. About tree fitty. More than 2. That's right. Rhinestiff, I saw that, dude. One of the devs from No Rest for the Wicked posted that No Rest is selling 50,000 copies per day. Like, damn, bro. Congrats to them.
If
Holy
stubbornness
shit.
could get you through,
That's
you'd
insane.
be inside by now.
Gerfaner's seal he sent me.
Seal looks real enough. Fine. Go on in. But don't cause
The game
trouble.
deserves it. It's so good.
We
I
don't
agree.
take
I love
kindly
No Rest.
to outsiders sticking their noses where they shouldn't.
No Rest for the Wicked is a fantastic game.
Hey, you. Gaffon sent you, didn't he? To summon us for the moot.
Yes, more or less. How'd you know?
Just because we live up in the mountains doesn't mean we don't know what's happening in the wider world. Well, that works out perfectly. My father's been looking for someone for outside the tribes to help him with something. That's all I know. He didn't tell me much, but he sounded really serious. He told me to bring the first person I came across. His name is Strana. Please, go meet him at his forge. You can't miss it.
Okay. Rise the mountain, face the storm. Oh. I have not played No Rest for the Wicked yet. Is it still EA? It is. No Rest for the Wicked is still EA. They just released a big co-op patch. I haven't played the co-op, but I did play the patch, and the patch feels great. Yeah, it's a super cool game. It's basically like the first, I would argue it's probably the first super well implemented ARPG Souls-like. That's probably the best way to say it, in my opinion. It's an ARPG, but it plays, and you have to play it more specifically, like a roguelike. Or excuse me, like a Souls-like. Yeah, like a Souls-like. Like you have to go much slower, you have to manage your stamina. It's a cool experience, man. It's very cool. Yeah, and the best part is, not only does it do the core really well, but it's by the Ori guys, so the world building's really good. The characters look and sound amazing. They have this very interesting, unique animated art style that I know I love. I think a lot of other people like it too. And the mechanics are deep. There's a full RNG loot system, so that makes it very interesting as well. It's just it's got a lot going for it, man. It's got a lot going for it. And you can tell the devs really care about making just a good game, which is also nice. So maybe Thomas cares a little too much. But yeah, it's great. It's really good. It's really good.
Oi, don't I know you from somewhere?
Concher, we were in prison together in the dungeons of the Island Asylum.
Aye, that's it.
Oh,
I knew
wow.
you looked
Hi,
familiar.
buddy.
It's good to see a fellow
Look
survivor
at that.
from that cursed hole. Tell me, friend, how did you manage it? That hooded fellow helped you, didn't he? I need to know everything.
Yeah. Caradoc. Not sure how I feel about him yet.
If you've got the guts to dislike the man who saved your life, he must have really done something to rub you the wrong way. You know, among the Dalriada, when someone saves your life, you owe them a debt until you can repay it. Usually by saving theirs. But now that I think about it, you don't have to like them. Respect is enough. So tell me, what's happening in the wider world?
Wow. The Dalriada have allied with the Horns of the South who've broken ties with Camelot.
You're joking? One Eye's rebellion actually worked?
Hey, thanks, Mike Method.
Now that's a twist I didn't see coming. Never cared for One Eye, but credit where it's due. He pulled off something impressive. Now all that's left is to rally the other tribes, get word to One Eye, and boom, we've got ourselves a foothold in the south.
Same old, the world's ending, the weirdness is scaring the wits out of people. You know, just another day.
Sounds about right. That's why I wanted to get back to my own people. Why should I risk my neck for outsiders? They've always treated us Dalriada like we're some necessary evil. Sure, they're nice enough when you're useful, but once it's over, they look at you like you're a stray dog. Nay, thanks. Dalriada will always be Dalriada, even if they're not my own tribe.
Why didn't the Ilfir tribe help the Gunvalder tribe?
Who knows? I wasn't here when Camelot attacked my tribe. I was already rotting in the asylum. If I had been, they wouldn't have pushed us back to the keep, or maybe I'd have died an honourable death. I only know this. Thrigve forbade it, and the Ulfrats obey him like hounds chasing their master, even now in his current form.
Huh. What do you think of Thrigg?
Not my chieftain, not my problem. We Gunvalder worshipped our own giant. Wasn't exactly lively when I left the village, but now it's glowing. No one knows why. The Thoid called it a blessing. Told all the Dalriada they should rejoice. But if you ask me, they got scared. Maybe that's why no other tribe helped. Not Ulfr, not Volker, nor even Thoid, who told us to be happy about our giant.
About uniting the tribes, Gerfaner sent me to gather them from the moot.
Good. It's about time. These tribes have had their heads so far up their own arses, acting like their problems are the only ones that matter. Who doesn't have problems, eh? Back in Arthur's time, we stood as one. Now, we're so damn stubborn we can't see past our own noses. It's bloody senseless.
Awesome. All right, let's keep poking around. Who are you? You seem nice.
No. You're not a Dalriata. And you're too scrawny. Wouldn't make much of an impression.
What accent do you have? What are you on about?
I was thinking of knocking you flat in a fight. So Concha would see it and say,
Oh.
bloody hell, that Thyka's strong. I'd love to wrestle her.
Oh.
But with you, it just wouldn't work.
Oh. I'm strong enough to fight you.
No. This needs someone with a bit more meat on their bones. But thanks for the offer.
Rude! What do you see in Conquer?
Just look at him. Those shoulders. Like he could tear limbs off. Those massive fists. Must have crushed dozens of skulls. And the scars. Look how long and thick they are.
Sir.
He's taken so many blows and he's still walking, breathing, like nothing ever happened.
Doesn't it bother you that he's from another tribe?
What does that matter when he's as strong as an Ulfr? Sure, there are things he still needs to learn about us, but I'd help him with that.
Oh. So that's how Ulfrites court people?
How else could it be? What do your people do when they want to, you know?
They give little gifts.
Handkerchiefs? Like he's got a cold? How the hell does a handkerchief show him I can fight? Well, I could give him a good wallop.
Maybe just try talking to him.
I'm no good at talking. I'll forget what I wanted to say. And he'd think I'm thick.
You look pretty thick.
He probably already thinks that. With me just sitting here, staring at him.
Knights fight in tournaments for a lady's honor.
And the women don't fight. They just sit and watch. Mata, I'd die of boredom.
They write romantic letters.
Look at me. Can you picture me writing romantic letters?
I can?
Then you might need your head checked.
Rude. What can you tell me about Threef?
Our chieftain, what's there to say? He's the strongest, so he leads. Even if the giant hadn't marked him, no one would have matched him. We'll talk again someday.
Okay. Let's take a look around the outside before we go in. Yes, Zillant, dude, huge thank you for everyone sharing the Emberville trailer and watching it. It means a lot to us right now. Thank you so much, guys. Very, very big day for Emberville. Very big day for Emberville. Ulfir Barracks. Dude. I feel like this view would be killer if the night wasn't on right now. What are the Highguard thoughts? I have a video up. Yeah, the short of it is, the TLDR for Highguard is, it's very clear that Highguard needed an open beta. I honestly think it was pretty crazy for them to think that that product was good to shadow drop. I don't know if they were just completely out of money, but like, the fact that it released with the only one game mode after showing multiple, the performance issues are atrocious. Like, it needs so much more than it has. And here's the thing, the foundation is good though. And I couldn't really say that about Concord. Like, the foundation of Highguard is fun. There were times playing Highguard yesterday when I was having fun. Like, when I was carrying the shield breaker and on my mount and people were shooting at me and I'm weaving away, it felt like I was playing Tribes back in the day with the flag and capture the flag. That felt good. Problem is, the only game mode we can play is kind of convoluted, and honestly, for me, not very fun. It's a little bit too complex, especially for 3v3. There's not enough players in the rounds. I did not like that it was 3v3 only, especially with such a complex game mode. The itemization seems like an afterthought. Like, that's one thing that I didn't really pick up during it, but later I realized, like, the itemization, there's no threat in picking up the items. There's no, like, everyone just kind of gets better gear as the round goes on. Like, it could have been really cool if there were really hard items behind, like, NPCs that you had to kill. You know, that could have been fun. So you have to actually, like, risk and fight for the better stuff. I feel like that could be really interesting. There's so much about it that it's just not... There's so much about Highguard that makes it not the next big thing. And that sucks. Because there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. It's not done cooking. We're looking at a half-baked cake, is what we're looking at. Highguard is a half-baked cake. And unfortunately what that means is it's not very edible until it's done. In this case. Like, I don't really have any urge to go play it again in its current state. But if they add a CTF mode, dude, I would start doing cozy streams of Highguard if they put in a 5v5 or 8v8 CTF. I enjoyed the base gunplay and the base traversal mechanics and the mount system, and I liked all of that enough that I would love to play like a basic CTF with a bunch of other people. Everyone knows exactly what they're doing. Everyone's just having fun. Like, I don't feel like you can do that in Highguard right now. You just, like, it's not, you can't do that. So, I feel like if they would have come out in a public test, that would have been the overwhelming response is, like, give us more basic modes, put more players in the round, and then I feel like they would have done that, and it could have been a lot more fun. What's CTF? Capture the flag. Capture the flag is CTF. CTF is like a classic old school game mode that is very easy to learn, but at the same time, based on the game, very tough to master. Like, you got it. Like, everyone knows how to play capture the flag, but learning how to, how the mechanics work in the game and mastering the maps and knowing where to go and, all that kind of stuff. That could have been so interesting in the framework of Highguard, especially with the mounts and everything and being able to knock people off their mounts and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel bad for the Highguard devs, to be honest, because, like, I don't know if they can recover from this tailspin.
Egil sent you, did he?
I hope they can.
I'm Stroner, a blacksmith.
I hope they can.
What brings you to our village?
Another kind of concerning thing about this, though, from a streamer perspective, is this is definitely one of the first times where I felt like Jeff and streamers kind of definitely they really missed the pretty obvious writing on the wall. Like, looking back, I'm very surprised, based on everything we've seen, that, like, Jeff was hyping this up as much as he was. Like, that was, I really don't feel like that was a good decision. And that I feel like that's going to have future repercussions in terms of credibility and stuff for a lot of people. Jeff's a private investor. Somebody specifically asked Jeff in public, does he have any connection to the dev team? And he said no. So honestly, I almost wish he said he did, because it would have made more sense. Like, it would have made more sense. It's very, very odd how much he hyped it with the current state of it. I'm not understanding that at all. Itania says he just has bad taste. He's human. I don't think it's a taste thing, man. I think it's being knowledgeable of the current gaming environment and what players want and what players are going to enjoy in a game on a grand scale and what's going to be. More importantly, the thing that really surprises me is playing that game and seeing how complex the game loop is. How could you possibly hype it up as much as that? Because that's not going to be a general consumption game. That, and it's like, it's not going to be the next Marvel Rivals. It's not going to be Arc Raiders. I played for 20 minutes and easily was able to be like, this is not, like, people are going to play a few rounds of this and bounce off it. That's exactly what they did. So that part I'm having a lot of trouble understanding. Yeah. It's not so much just the initial, it was the double and triple and quadruple down on it. It's the confusing part. So, I don't know. Go try Deadlock? I want to try Deadlock. In fact, one of the reasons I want to try Deadlock is I've heard it actually does a really good job kind of like easing the player into it, which I think is awesome. Like, I want to try Deadlock. I especially want to try Deadlock in 1.0. But, yeah, I've heard different things about, but I also like, Deadlock is trying to be more complex. I feel like Deadlock is trying to be like a first-person MOBA. I did not get that from Highguard. From Highguard, they're trying to do a take on attack and defend, but it's super convoluted. So, like, I don't feel like Highguard was trying to fulfill the niche of more complex gaming experience. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That kind of order should go straight to Thrigvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Thrigvi won't attend the moot.
I've heard people say that you'll hype up just about any game, so hearing this Highguard critique is especially rough. Me? Hype up any game? No. You must be new. Yeah, no, I'll hype up games I'm excited about, but I do not just randomly hype up games. No. No, I do not. Nope. The Voice of the Tribes. Name 3 games you didn't hype. I didn't hype up Highguard. I hyped up wanting to look at Highguard, but every single time I talked about it, I was like, I'm not hyped for this game to be good. I'm hyped to see this game. Like, I had ramifications the second I saw that trailer that I was very public about. What's another game you didn't hype up? Zelda? I mean, Silk Song? We can just go down the list if you want to. I hype games. I love games. I make games. I live and breathe games. But I'm only going to get like super excited about games I want to play. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. The Voice of the Tribe sent me to help with whatever's stopping you from coming.
Well, that's good news. You're just the kind of person I've been hoping for. To help with Thrigvi, that is.
What's going on with your chieftain?
Thrigvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfr might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Thrigvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the Fordwellers, whatever that means.
Oh.
So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that
seems like a terrible
changed
idea.
Everything for our tribe.
I bet it did. Let me guess, he went mad.
I wouldn't call it madness.
Oh.
Thrigvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfr, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation.
Can't you choose a new chieftain?
We tried. The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrigvi appeared out of nowhere.
Have a good one, Pep. See you, bud.
And killed the contender with a single blow.
Oh.
Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After
Kind of
that,
metal.
the Ulfr began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises or fawning over him like fools. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it.
Open shop. What do you got? Oh, it's mana stuff. Darn it. There's so much magic stuff in this game. Are you just a blacksmith or do you belong to the Stone Warden Brotherhood?
Ah, so you've met some of my brothers already. You wouldn't ask that if you hadn't. Since you know about the Stone Wardens, I'll tell you the truth. Yes, I'm a member, and the Ulfar village is our unofficial capital. Darvan himself resides here, Gerfan's own brother, and our leader.
Why did Thrigg forbid you from helping another tribe?
I don't know for sure. Thrigvi doesn't speak much these days, not in his current state, but I have a theory it probably had something to do with the awakening giant of the Gunvalder tribe. Many tribes envied them for it, and Thrigvi has a special connection to the giants. Maybe that played a role in his decision.
Okay. So here's the deal. I don't know if you guys can hear that on my new mixer. For about the last 10 minutes, there's been a giant thumping going on above my head. 1 second. And I think I'm going to go up and address that. So I'm going to go check that out real quick. And I'm also going to go ahead and take my lunch. Because we're going to do something a little different before Echoes of Elysium. I'm going to come back in like an hour or so. And before our Echoes of Elysium sponsored stream, I'm just going to check, just going to look at the new Terraria patch. Just a little look, just a glimpse. We're going to steal a glance. Just kind of curious. Just a bump. No, no chat. No, just a glimpse. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm kind of curious here, and I'm also realizing that I really want to focus on this game, and I'm having a real hard time because there's so much going on today. So I want to do that. 1 sec. So I will see all of you guys in just about an hour. I'm gonna raid you over to Pasco for now. Before I go, the Emberville trailer is live. We really appreciate if you can go to the Emberville trailer and watch it, share it with your friends. The next 3 days are going to be huge. They're tracking metrics and doing all sorts of stuff. So we really, really appreciate everybody checking out the new trailer. If you like what you see, wishlist it over on Steam. And this is a very, very big day for this project. So big, big thank you to everyone who is helping out there. All right, guys, I'll be back in like an hour. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back soon. Appreciate your time. Bye-bye.